Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to my palette Promenade series. This is the third installment, and I'm excited. I'm enjoying having a good time picking out palettes, and I have a special one here for you today that's really new. I just got this in Eyescream Beauty Box. It's from Moonslicebeauty, and it is the beautiful blue one. And I'm sipping on my Javy coffee here. Y'all know I love Javy. I just got a shipment of Javy in, and I'm excited about drinking my Javy this morning. So enjoy Javy. Anyway, I have a link below if you're interested. Really good coffee. It's that time of year where you just need a good old-fashioned pumpkin latte. And I love iced lattes. Okay, I'm going to set that right there. And we're going to take a look at this palette. And these shades are named. There's a nice mirror. And all these shades are named on the back of the palette and on the back of the box. And there's several here in the palette. These purples are designated for the cheeks, they say, on the back of the box because of the formula. But I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not about to wear purple on my cheeks. I'm going to wear it on my eyes. But anyway, I want to create a blue look for you today. And I just want to use, I'm going to do something simple with like 3 or 4 shadows. And I want to use a technique that you've probably seen it, where you take like colors and you move them vertically, you know, like that, and then you blend. So anyway, I'm going to start with the eyes first. Since this is a brand new brand to me, I'm not sure if there's going to be a bunch of fallout or how this is going to work. And we're going to put some eyeshadow primer on. This is the Beauty Crop Stuck on You. And I'll wait and do my brows. I did some skincare, washed my face and did some skincare. Just used some simple skincare today. I used a serum / moisturizer by N Beauty. It's called Slushy. I love this stuff. It is so good. And then I used the eye cream from Levito. I'm just about through with it. It's like a water cream, really. It's really nice. And I like it a lot. I hope I have the full size somewhere. And then this mineral sunscreen from Coats. It's tinted, and I love this stuff. It's so good. I'm right at the end of it. You know, some samples you're like, oh, right, I emptied one. You put it in empties basket, and you don't give it another thought. But then there are those other empties that you're like, oh, I hate to see this go because you enjoyed it so much. Anyway, that's a mineral sunscreen with zinc oxide that's tinted, and I really love it so much. And that's all I have on my face at the moment. Okay, so let's get into this. Really want to do a blue look. I'm wearing one of my new house dresses, and there's several mattes to choose from in the blue category. This bright blue right here is kind of calling my name. So I'm thinking about just starting there with that. And we're gonna use this technique that I was telling you about, starting with this outward corner. That's a pretty blue. This is the kind of palette that I would pick up like in the dead of winter. But since it's brand new and it's sitting here and it's like calling my name, that's pretty much what I'm talking about right there. So anyway, I'm going to pack the pigment on. Actually, it's not a pressed pigment. It's an eyeshadow. And the name of this shade is, let me check it out here. It's just called Blue. Very appropriate name. So I have hooded eyes, so I'm going up above the crease with the color. Because when I blend it out, here in a minute, I want that color to show up. I want it to show up. Okay, now we're going to go into the next bluish shade in the palette. That's right there. And the name of this is called Sky. It's really pretty. And I'm just using that same brush. And we're just going to lay this down right next to that other blue. And this is really pigmented. I'm going to have a blue look today. So as you can see, I'm not being like too fussy about precise stripes. I'm just, you know, tapping it in. And then of course we can blend it out here in just a minute. Okay, now with that same brush, I'm going to go into this next shade. It's called, right here at the bottom, it's called Azure. These are fun, y'all. They're really picking up on the brush really good. This is a Wing Me brush, and I like it because it has that pointed tip. All these blues really go good together. And they're transitioning one shade to the next quite easily. Okay, now for a light blue shimmer shade. Let's see. I already did this one. It's got a bit of glitter in it. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to go in with this bold shimmery blue right here. And it is called Ocean. And again with that same brush. This is really bold. And they all seem like they're pretty much the same color, don't they? Okay, now I'm going to use a blending brush because this looks really scary, does it not? And I've got this really nice fluffy one here from Lorella. It's the LC19. It's kind of a big fluffy brush. And we're just going to start right here. And we're going to go across. And then back again. And then across the lid. And we're just going to keep blending. And we're going kind of soften those edges. Oh, that looks a lot better. Okay, now this side. Okay. Those four shades blended in really nicely together. And I've got eyeshadow on my fingers, and so therefore when I try to wipe it off, it's getting all over my nose. I'm gonna have to clean that up. I don't want that in my brow bone either. Okay, we're going to have to do a little cleanup here. And as I suspected, there is a little bit of mess. Not necessarily fallout, but mess. Because these shades are very pigmented. And anyway, let me grab a makeup wipe and we can clean this up a little bit. And let me go off camera and I'm going to work on blush and bronzer, foundation, you know, all that stuff. Do my brows, and then I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and I did foundation. Today I used the Perlice CC cream, but I mixed it with this Physicians Formula Butter Glow liquid bronzer that I received in my Walmart beauty box, and it was beautiful. I was almost tempted not to put any bronzer on. It was that nice. So anyway, I did that. I put on some concealer. I used the one from e.l.f. It's the Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I used the shade Fair Warm is what I have in this tube here today. And then I just set everything down. I used a couple of powders. I used the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder for under the eyes, and then the places where I wanted, you know, to highlight and brighten. And then I used the OPV Beauty London powder for rest of the face. And I did my brows with the Brow Gal, and that's it. That's as far as I've gotten. So now I'm ready to do under the eyes and finish this eye look off. And everything is so bright on top. I just feel like I need to like blend one more time and just try to tone it down. Anyway, there was this lady that wore this bright blue eyeshadow all the time. She was kind of heavy set, and every time you saw her, I mean, that was like her signature look, you know what I mean? Anyway, this bright blue eyeshadow reminds me of that. I forgot her name. But anyway, if you know her name, you can pop it down in the comments so that we can all get a good laugh. Okay, so I'm going to go back into that same little brush with the pointed tip, and I'm just going to pick another blue that I feel like is going to go good with the blues that I've used today. So let me go in with, let's see. Let me go in with this one here. Did I use this yet? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to use this one down here. It's the shade Azure. I think I did use it. Anyway, just a little bit right there on the tip. And we're going to brush that right along the lash line. just to, you know, have like a bit of dimension here to help open up the eyes and make them look bigger. I saw this little video the other day where it was talking about the percentage of people that have, you know, different colors of eyes. And the sapphire blue that I have is only like 7% of the people. I thought that was really interesting. Of course, there's different shades of blue, but mine fell into the sapphire blue category. I never would have described my eyes as being sapphire blue before. But anyway, you can tell that the blue eyeshadow just kind of draws attention to itself and away from my eyes. And that's really why I don't wear this color very often. And I could put something darker, like in the crease or whatever, or in the outer V to, you know, but I wanted that technique. That was what I was wanting to feature today, was that technique. So now I'm going to use a little complex culture brush. And I'm going to go into the lightest shade in the palette right up here in the corner. It is called Frosty. And I'm going to use that in my inner corner. I do want to put some eyeliner on today. And, you know, I've got a new mascara that I want to try out. This is pretty. This little shimmery shade right here. Pop. There's a little pop. So anyway, I'm going to do liquid liner and mascara. And then if I need a pair of lashes, which I'm feeling like this liquid is going to really need them, I'm going to pop some lashes on as well. But anyway, I've got a mascara from my Walmart, not my Walmart, but my Ipsy Glam bag that came from Benefit. And I wondered whether or not it was waterproof or not. I wondered whether or not I should try to keep it and test it out. And I did get on their website and discover that it is waterproof. So I am going to test it out for a day or two. Let me use a little of this same shade right here in the brow bone area. Just right there where the arch is. Just a little bit. Just to give that a lift. Anyway, I'll get back to you on the mascara, because I do want to test it out for about a week or so. That's nice. I like this shade right here. So it kind of helps with all the bright blue. I normally don't wear looks this blue, this dramatic. This is a pretty shade in right here. This shade right here in the palette is a really pretty shade. It's like a gold, but it's like a platinum kind of a gold. It's really pretty. It's got a lot of silver in it. It's called Sparkles. So anyway, let me just swatch it right here on the back of my hand for you. That's just well, I don't know about the lighting. It's raining here today. And let me just build that up where you can see it better. There it is right there. Isn't that pretty? That'd make a good highlighter too. So there's a couple of shades in here that, you know, and then there's this light purple one right next to it. And it's called Mist. And it's like a topper shade or a highlighter shade as well. Let me swatch it for you so you can see it. It's pretty light. I wouldn't put it in the inner corner though, because it would just emphasize any darkness that you have there. But I could definitely use it like on top of one of these blues and it would be absolutely beautiful. Okay, let me go off camera one more time. And I'm going to work on these lashes and I'll be back and we'll do lips. Okay, y'all, I'm back and I put on mascara and liner and lashes, and This one's still drying. It won't take long and it'll be dry. But while it's drying here for a second, I'll show you what I used today for bronzer. I went in with the Per Cosmetics Mineral Bronzer. This beautiful shade here. It's called Mineral Glow. It's an illuminating bronzer, and I just put a little bit on just to kind of contour a little bit. And then I used a new blush from Eloise. This is called Bloom, just a really light blush, kind of a peachy shade. It's really pretty, really subtle. I did try the mascara, the Fan Fest from Benefit, and it does lengthen the lashes. If you're going to use more than one coat, I suggest you do it before it dries. That was my first impression, because after it dries, it's hard to separate the lashes again and, you know, apply more. Okay, now I want to go in with a highlighter. I'm going to use this one from Ofra. It's called Soho. In the middle shade here, it's like a rose gold. I think that'll go good with the blush I'm wearing today. And I'm just going to apply that to the top of the cheeks. It's kind of hard to see it in this lighting today because it's raining, and y'all know I film in natural daylight. There, it's coming through on this side. Anyway, Ofra has some of the best highlighters, I think, as far as glow goes. Lots of glow with Ofra. So just a little here on the nose. And the Cupid's bow. And then for today's lip look, I was thinking something along the lines of like a peach nude. And so I've got several to choose from. I'm going to start out with this lip liner that I've been wearing from, it's called Stella, from a company called Dear Midnight. It's an indie brand. And I received this in a box lately. Really pretty. So just a quick lip look. I'm going to use that lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with a peach nude lipstick. Let's see here. Let me use this one from ColourPop. I've been using it here lately. It's actually a regular lipstick. It's called Taupe Beige. It's a satin. Just a really pretty nude. This lip look needs to be a nude because I've got quite a bit going on with the eyes. All right, now just a lip gloss. I'm going to try this one here from Gerard Cosmetics over it. It's kind of a orangey shade. Just to warm this up a little bit. And keep it all in the peach family. Okay, now I'm going to spray this down. I'm using the Item One Hit. Shake it up real good. This is an illuminating spray. This lash is still not dry. Anyway, I'm just going to cover the eyes. Okay. Very nice. So anyway, even though I used that technique, the shades in the palette were so close together, you know, in shade, the shade range, I felt like it all blended into one blue eye look, monochromatic blue eye look. I think if you took like shades that are drastically different from one another and use this technique, you might get a bit of a different result. You know, like start out with like black and then go like to a medium brown, and then like a light peach, and then do like, you know, like a white in the inner part, and just do it like that. Or you could just even do 3 shades, do the dark and then the medium shade and then the light shade in the front. But even though this is kind of reminds me of Hee Haw, that lady, I forgot her name. Anyway, I do like the look, and I think it goes good with my little gown and everything. So anyway, I do feel pretty. You know, it's just bold. It's really bold for me, this bold look. I love this liquid bronzer from Physicians Formula. I think it's really, really pretty. This is how it comes. It's called Butter Glow Radiance Boosting Glow in the shade Bronze, which is a bit on the caramel side. I think it would work really well for medium tone complexions as well. And I mixed it with my Pearly CC cream, which lightened it up a little bit. But I did feel when I first put it on that I did not really need a bronzer. And so I didn't apply a whole lot of bronzer today. I just did a little contouring, and that was that. So anyway, I do like the wand on this mascara. Let me just point this out to you. It's got like a nice curve, it's tapered, you know, to like a point at the tip. And I find that those type of wands are easy to use rather than the ones that are just like big and fat and straight across. And I really like this little blush. Really pretty color. You think it's not really going to show up, but it does. It shows up really nice. So anyway, this is the makeup look for today using the Moonslice Beauty palette. It's an eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. It's called Blue Moon. And I think it's valued at $35 on their website, moonslicebeauty.com. And anyway, I can't wait to play with it again. It's really easy to use. You know, all the shades are cohesive, you know, and you could break it down, you know, by row and do looks by the row, or, you know, you just do like I did today and just kind of hop around. So anyway, that is my look for today. You have to let me know what you think down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up on the video, please. And we say thank you very much. All right, y'all, that's it for me today. Let me hear from you down in the comments. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.